Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. I am your host, Davin James. Glad to be here with all of you guys here today. Remember to like, subscribe and comment, hit the bell for notifications, that way then you get all future notifications from my channel. Today, I'm talking about the surprising news, or maybe not so surprising news, depending on how you feel about this, from Joe Biden, who is stepping down from the presidential race. Some people feel like, well, yeah, I saw this coming. Other people were quite taken off by the news. I'm obviously from the UK, so in terms of this whole situation, I don't really have a dog in the fight, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm very curious to know how other people feel about this situation. But with that being said, let's get on with today's episode, shall we? Joe Biden has dropped out of the 2024 presidential race. Joe Biden has confirmed that he's dropping out of the 2024 presidential election and has shared his endorsement for the next Democratic candidate following widespread calls by him to withdraw from the race. Mounted on the incumbent president to withdraw from following the first presidential debate of the election on the 27th of June. Many were left unimpressed over Biden's lackluster performance as he frequently stumbled over his words, rambled aimlessly, and trailed off. Despite being dismissed as just a bad night by the Biden campaign, he's had many of those bad nights, but nonetheless we'll carry on. Despite being dismissed as just a bad night by the Biden campaign at the time, however, prompted top Democrats and media outlets including the New York Times to call on him to withdraw his candidacy. More concerns were raised after President Biden recently contacted COVID-19, thus halting his campaigning. In light of his illness, Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, however you say their name, are said to have met with Biden individually to express worries about his bid for the White House, BBC News reported. Now, Joe Biden has taken to social media on Sunday, the 21st of July, to announce that he is now stepping down. I think we can all agree that this was not Joe Biden's statement, at least in terms of the tweet itself. This man could barely put two words together and then write a full-ass tweet. His statement addressed to his fellow Americans read, "Over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world. We made historic investments in rebuilding our nation, in lowering prescription drug costs for seniors, and in expanding affordable healthcare to a record number of Americans. We provided critically needed care to 1 million veterans who were exposed to toxic substances, passed the first gun safety law in 30 years, appointed the first African American woman to the Supreme Court, and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world. America has never been better positioned to lead than we are today." The statement continued, "I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people. Together we overcame a once-in-a-century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. And we've revitalized and strengthened our alliances around the world. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president. And while it has been my intention to seek re-election, if it is in the best interest of my party and for the country for me to stand down and focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term." Biden continued to say in a newly released statement that he will speak to the nation later this week about his decision to step down, and took the time to express his deepest gratitude to those who have been working on his 2024 campaign. "I want to thank Vice President Kamala Harris for being an extraordinary partner in all his work, and let me express my heartfelt appreciation to the American people for the faith and trust you have placed in me," the 81-year-old went on. "I believe today what I always have, that there is nothing America can't do. When we do it together, we just have to remember we are the United States of America." Moments after his decision, Biden followed up to announce his full support and endorsement for Harris to be the nominee for the Democratic Party going forwards. "It's time to come together and beat Trump," he said. "Let's do this." While questions about Biden's ability to run the country for another 4 years has been up for debate of late, Support for Trump is at an all-time high following an attempt on his life on the 13th of July. Biden's decision to step down comes after he announced he would be running for a second term on the 25th of April, with Harris again standing as his running mate. The president cited his record in government and years of experience in frontline politics, telling voters it's time to finish the job. He has hoped that his record in government and experience will counter concerns around his age and fitness for office. The campaign has also been focused on the prospect of another Trump presidency. While there's been an influence of support for Trump recently, other previous labelled the prospect of him returning to the White House as a threat to US democracy. That's what I was looking for earlier, democracy. Including Merrick CEO Kenneth Fraser. Fraser told the Financial Times, returning President Trump to the White House will threaten our democracy and serve weaken our economy. Now that Biden has dropped out, however, the Democrats must rush to find another presidential candidate to challenge Trump. Harris has already got a proven track record in government. However, another option would be Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of Michigan. Whitmer has been touted as a presidential candidate in 2028, but Biden's withdrawal may bring that forward. I don't really understand politics that much, if I'm being really honest. I don't really follow it at all. I see some stuff on social media, such as this announcement right here about Biden. Sometimes see online people's reactions to certain decision makings that's been made over in the US, whether it be through Biden, through Trump, through someone else, whatever it may be. And that's always interesting to see. So I get some sort of feeling towards how people feel about this individual or that individual through social media for the most part. Even though that's not somewhat who you want to rely on in terms of your audience in some ways. Because everybody and their cousin who use social media has an opinion on something. So what it is, or if they're educated or not on the subject, they have an opinion regardless. So it is what it is, I suppose. So why someone would want to put themselves through such torment, if you will. I feel like that's probably like the most stressful job there is. Even if you want to call it a job even. Regardless if it's UK politics or US politics, I never understood why someone would put themselves in that position. There's no winning in that sort of job, in that sort of career, because whatever decision you make, it's never going to be popular with anybody, regardless of what it is. You can make the most popular decision there may be. Like, we want to clean up the environment. Great. Other people are like, well, you should have done it ages ago. Well, here's my plans, you should do this and you should do that. Oh, you don't really care about the environment, you just want to say that because it looks good. It looks good on camera or whatever, you know what I mean? So like, it makes no difference what a person would say, because either way, there's going to be somebody who disagrees with that opinion, and then it's going to lead to like situations where shit gets crazy and shit gets out of control, which is what we saw with the Trump situation. Care about Trump, I don't care about Biden. I'm mostly interested in just the memes when it comes to like the whole presidential debate situation. I think Biden stepping down is probably the best choice for him. I mean, the guy isn't sharp, he isn't quick-witted anymore. Yes, I get it, he's 81 years old. Why would he be? That's fair enough, I understand that. Best decision he could have made, or member of his staff have made for him. Like, I do wonder, like, what made him change his mind? Did someone actually convince him to step down like a member of his staff? Or was this a decision he made by himself? Or maybe someone just tweeted that out for him. He has no business being a president at all, because this guy, he could barely form two words together, he could barely complete a sentence, and he's just not as sharp as he probably used to of politics. Maybe somebody younger should be involved in it, regardless if it's UK politics or US politics. Somebody who's got their eye on the ball in some ways. But again, it doesn't matter who gets elected, it doesn't matter what decisions get made, because nobody's going to be happy either way. So it's a whole big fuckfest, if you will. So before I end the episode, let me know your thoughts down below as to how you feel about this news. Are you shocked that Biden has stepped down? Or are you like, no, I'm not surprised, I saw this coming after the debate situation? Have you liked any decision making that Biden has made as president over the last 3.5 years or however long he's been president? What mistakes did you feel like he might have made as president of the United States? Let me know your feelings down below. Until next time, take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.